Hello, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Sunstriders Actual Play. This is Phase 3, our third campaign. This will be Episode 7 today of our long-running, I think 3 years now, campaign, which you can, of course, find 95% of, maybe 98% of, on this YouTube channel. We love you. Where we left off last time, we're going to get right back into it because we left off on a juicy little cliffhanger, perhaps. We had our party here, our convocation of the Force members, all of their own internal orders that are flying now a unified banner on the planet Etone, were sent out on their first official mission. They were to accompany one Dr. Starbloom, famed archaeologist, on an expedition. He had seen something on his rudimentary allowed planetary scanner that he thought was worthwhile to check out. So, naturally, with the small little occurrence of one Crimp Nastude attempting to smuggle artifacts off of the planet, the convocation and the staff, the crew aboard the Blue Deck Prism Station are naturally a little bit perhaps curious, not curious, they're a little bit wary of anybody that wants to go off into the greater unknown of Etone outside of the landing zone and the Shrine of the Ancients. So they've decided to send our fine party here. Our expedition was not without some interesting happenings and looks at some of the local flora and fauna of Etone, as well as running into some adjacent animals that have seen elsewhere in the galaxy, like the Nexu, perhaps hinting at some former travelers or former traders or something bringing these animals to this planet. And also seeing what can only be described as force-sensitive animals. Not only force-sensitive animals, but animals with control over the force. The Drunta, a small pack of 3, saw a perhaps predator in Samson's bird, Samson's Asprellus, and were able to force push him out of the tree that he had landed on. A couple curious conversations with the good Dr. Starbloom took place in our travels as well, mainly him questioning our party on their beliefs and perhaps what the Force is and how it works, which got all kinds of answers from our resident party members. Before finally finding and stumbling upon what appeared to be a ravine marked on the scanners that had run a good distance that culminated into a little hill at the bottom of the ravine, with now a little babbling brook or stream sort of flowing into a now collecting reservoir in the middle of the jungle. The doctor took the lead and wanted to do it by the book and start tearing apart square meters of the undercover and looking for any artifacts. Meanwhile, I believe Jeff took it into his own hands, went up to the top of the hill and started investigating, and found what appeared to be a piece of metal that we could match up to being Durasteel, or an older equivalent of it that was galvanized for space usage. And it had cracked and rusted away, and we dug at that spot and found what could only be a buried hull of some sort of starship. And further investigation through the Force by Samson seems to point that this starship might be of the same make and model to one he is very familiar with from back home. And that is exactly where we'll pick up. Now, in case you haven't noticed, fine viewer, Jeff will not be with us today, so please enjoy a picture from 12 years ago that I've scraped off of Noah's Facebook and put in his player camera. Whenever Jaws went back into theaters, the original, and we went after school one day. So, any questions, anything we missed, catch up, anything of that nature before we get into it, fellas?
Ooh, the dreams. Everyone's
Yes.
been having strange dreams.
Yes.
That's it.
No further questions?
I'm sure all of my questions will be answered in sessions to come.
Yes. And of course, once you receive information from me, feel free to dig into it at any time, because yours is interesting. But enough on that. So, I believe our last part we left off as well. Dr. Starbloom has his beam drill on the little hover cart, and we have dug about 10 feet down through this overgrowth and deposited soil and stuff like that. So, he will of course offer that we can cut in from the top right here and cut out some little stairs from this little pit and continue our expedition into the hull of whatever's buried. Or, if you guys would like to take a different approach, we can do that.
So we had decided, so we're not cutting into the hole, correct?
No bad juju.
Agreed.
No bad juju.
Okay. And so we're cutting stairs towards the vent?
Well, just out of the dirt. Instead of digging straight down, no Minecraft. And I would assume you have already done that, considering we had to dig about a little bit less than 10 feet down anyways.
Already shoring issues on this job site.
Oh my god.
Is this pit gonna collapse on us?
Where's our fucking PPE and soil braces?
I have my goggles right here.
I guess. Let's get digging into it, man.
All right. Well, I suppose I'll ask this. Where do you want to dig? Because you have a lot of ground to uncover. If you, because we got one little patch here, a little 6-foot square, if so. So, give me a relative direction and we can start from there.
Just a clarification.
Yeah.
The small hill where Jeth had found that plate, that was at the top of the ravine?
At the top, yes, at the end of the ravine, yes. And the water from that stream has pooled at the bottom of that hill. Which, as a matter of fact, whoever would like to, give me an education check. Or it can be a group check, either way.
Does anybody have a yellow in it?
I do. Take the yellow, dude. Oh, Destiny.
Oh, yes. Yes. I'm glad you mentioned that. I was going to get right into it. Our session question, though, for today, almost forgot. How important does your character think dreams are? Or have they ever had any that they thought were important?
I'd say Samson, yes, definitely thinks dreams are important. Works more off of a sense that they can be foreboding as well, but kind of learn through the Darafon that it's like you're going to get all types in any order at any time, and it's up to you to like divine it. And the higher up in the rankings you go, the less people share of their dreams, because it seems like I don't know, holy orders.
Very good. Very good. Go ahead and roll your
And then, did I
points
answer
for me.
the second part of the question as well? Can I get the question again?
Well, really, it's how important are dreams. That's my big one for us. But if you have
Okay,
one in
okay.
particular you'd like to share, feel free.
Oh, the ones recently.
Oh, of course.
Ruh-roh raggy.
Beautiful.
I think for Null, being a droid, I believe that he cannot dream himself, but would have been told about them from Dr. Vesh's point of view, which I think was skeptical. Very much like very much a scientific mind guy. Would think that it's less less fortune telling and more psychoanalyzing. Like it does mean stuff, but it doesn't predict the future.
Very good. Very good. Go ahead and roll your destiny point for me. That's a great answer.
I have a question for Noel.
Hmm.
So, you said you can't dream. What exactly? So obviously, when you power down, you're doing system checks and rebooting things and stuff of that nature. Does that like? I guess, for lack of a better word, is there any kind of like audio visual component to that? Like not dreams per se, but like, do robots dream of electric sheep type beat?
I mean, I kind of imagine it as more of almost like the Terminator display of like not quite pictures, but just like immense amounts of data that are just like rapid fire streaming through.
Opening up your command prompt while things are running.
Mhm.
Well, I think Shib takes kind of a middle of the road approach to dreams. Much like, was it Master Yoda in the prequels? Be mindful of the future, but not at the expense of the present. So I think for Shib, there's certainly a component of like the Force working through our dreams. And it is important, but I do think that it's like one of those, be mindful of it, but don't fixate at the detriment of other things to them. So yes, important, but
It's not the
not
end
so
all be
important.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Go ahead and roll your destiny die for me.
My table's frozen.
Mine was a little bit laggy whenever I logged on earlier. I assume you want to take the one light side, right?
I can't even see it. Yeah, I guess so.
Well, you got 4 light side and 2 single dice.
No.
Oh no, I'm taking the 4 light side or the 2
2
light
light
side.
side. I tried to schemaz him right there. 5. I think 5's a good count. 5's a good count for today. Unless I roll 2 right here. Loading. Beautiful. Okay, so 7's better.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Okay, perfect. But yes, go ahead and give me that that education check, Josh.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty, I'll say, is give me average, and Noel, I'll give you a boost die here. You come from a junk planet, so
Wheelhouse.
one success, 2 advantage. No, you start visualizing. You're looking at trajectory. You're looking at what you know. Okay, this is a ship. Obviously, it's crash landed. And you say, wait. Obviously, it's crash landed. So you scan, you're visualizing, you're pulling away the growth from whenever this thing did come down. And it's like, oh, no wonder there's a ravine here. This is the impact path it made whenever it landed. So with that, you can orient it. It looks like it's still it's a pretty long ship. You can guess just from the hill. The hill alone's probably 300 meters. So if it's all in one piece, which you think could happen, or maybe not, but if it didn't burn up on entry or something like that, could be anywhere 6, 7, 8, 900 meters long, still going forward. So you would know that the engines of this thing, if they're still attached, would be on the ass end where the reservoir is. So where the water is pooling, you know that the engines are probably on that face of the hill. And other sort of base rudimentary knowledge as well. That would certainly, if you could find the engine housing, would certainly give you a pretty unimpeded way, since they're off, an unimpeded entry into the engineering fuselage of the ship.
Nice. I'll relate that. Go. Yes, if we are trying to maintain the integrity of the ship, that would be the least damaging entry method.
I do believe this may be our best bet.
And
Well,
you'll hear, you guys will look back, and Dr. Starbloom will be whirring down the beam drill with a bit of a dejected look on his face, perhaps. Yes, I suppose that does make sense. Yes, fine. Let's see if we can find one of these fuselages. Now, by the state of the growth and the age of the material we found already, I would place this at no earlier than probably 3,000 years. So, basing that off of, I would assume, if it was a mass-produced ship, they should have more of a vertical engine alignment than the more popular horizontal alignment of our current time. So there should be one relatively at the top of this hill, towards the backside.
Jacob, can I do an education check or a lore check to see, like, so we know roughly 3,000 years ago, who would have been exploring this part of the galaxy? Is there any way for me to deduce that information?
Yes, I would say that's probably... Well, go ahead and give me lore or education. I'm happy with either one of those. This will be a pretty difficult check, though. I'll say this is probably 4 purples.
Very good. Hey, we got him, so I'm spending that.
Up.
Roll it up. One success.
2 threats. Very good. Good. Take a couple strain for me there. I think that's fine.
Okay.
Just from the heat and the long days of travel, you're a little bit achy. But with 1 success, Shib, you kind of start going back through the mental Rolodex, right? 3,000 years ago. You think 3,000. Okay. Last real Sith Empire pre-Galactic Empire, which was the most recent. 3,000 seems early. If it was anybody as far as a structural goes for a ship this size, which at 900 meters you would assume is probably a frigate or cruiser of some kind. It's not a freighter or anything like that. It would have to be a Republic ship if it was 3,000 years old. Now, this far out, it's certainly in the unknown regions. You know of a few groups of people. Obviously, the Gree have been out here for some time. And I would say from what you've seen, what the egg looks like the Gree egg, which is their tech purely, doesn't seem to match up with the little bit of material that you've seen so far. So, you know, it could be 3,000, could be older, however.
Okay. Just kind of slipped out of my pocket for later use.
For sure. And I'll say no check required for this. You guys have done a good job of digging already. We've done plenty of digging and athletics checks. But fortunately, the theorizing is correct. It does have a vertical alignment. And one of the big circular housings is not too deep underground. So it seems like the angle of it has pitched a little bit. So the ass is a little bit higher up in the air. So it's only like under maybe a foot or two of growth, less soil and more just vines and weeds sort of growing up and grass reaching and encroaching over it. So it does not take long to knock that away. And fortunately for you guys, the water has not reached up this far. So whenever you go to pull away, enough soil has not become packed into the engine to have to dig it all the way out. So just vines and things like that have sort of grown like a cover over it. So once you start cutting away and pulling away, the engine housing itself opens up. And it is massive. I mean, it's probably 25 foot across easily.
All right. Big enough to get the hover cart inside if we needed to?
Yes. Now, the angle, you think, if it really starts sloping down, could prevent or could cause some issues. But you could definitely fit the cart in there, for sure.
Okay.
Well, my friends, this is fine work here. Well, let's not dilly-dally. Is everyone ready? Perhaps are we ready to enter into the unknown?
Quick phone while the keys check, just pat everything.
Pocket check.
I believe we were ready whenever we set out.
That's what I like to hear. Very good. Well, torches out. They'll put on a little flashlight.
Into the abyss, dude.
And we'll, of course, switch to Paragus 2 here. Love this one. And you guys enter into the dark belly of this starship. It is... Your steps immediately begin to echo, and the light from the outside, from a planet where you guys have been suffused, surrounded by light for the last week or so of your lives. It's a little bit shocking to be in a place so entrenched in darkness. Just like the little overhead light starting to fade behind you as you guys crawl deeper and deeper into the ship. Let's go ahead and get a coordination group check, which I believe Jeth is with us. And I believe he's got 2 yellows and a green. So if somebody wants to roll that, feel free.
I'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll
2
say,
yellows and a green.
yeah, 2
For
yellows
the
and a
viewers
green.
for the viewers at home, Jeth's voice box is just a little bit fried from all the banter between him and Dr. Starbloom.
That's right. That's right. I would say average check. Give me a. I'll take a setback for how dark it is. I know we have a little torch, but there's only one of them between us. So 2 purples and a black. Very good, Samson. Go ahead, take a couple strain. And Samson, I'll say, as we're working through the darkness here, working down old scaffolding, it seems like it's been protected from the elements decently enough. Some of them are slick. It's not entirely rusted or anything like that, but it is a little bit precarious in here. And right whenever you are about to make a step, one of the gangways does fall away from you. And Jeth is quickly able to grab onto you deftly and keep you upright on this little engineer walkway. And I'll say we're on probably, I don't know, 10-degree slope, 8-degree slope maybe. So nothing super precarious, but it is certainly not flat ground as we work into the belly of the ship. Ooh. No, it never really goes away, that eerie feeling of being surrounded by the dark.
Yes, it's what would you call it? Reassuring?
I wouldn't call it that, but sure.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Central Isopter's house.
Is it that dark in there?
There's only like one candle, yes.
Wow.
You should come visit sometime, Starbloom.
Oh, I've seen the grand stairway. I don't think, until they install an elevator, I believe I'll be staying here.
Of course.
Now, I, of course, have a few ideas, but I would love to hear from the amateurs here. Where do you think we should begin our search? We're in the back of the ship here, obviously, in the engineering compartments, perhaps. I doubt there's any power still remaining, but perhaps we should try to find a bridge. Perhaps there's a layout somewhere.
I would say the bridge is probably our best bet. The most information can be gleaned from that location, I believe.
Very good.
Perhaps they will have data logs on what happened to cause them to crash land.
Perhaps.
We have some sort of portable power unit. She'll kind of eye Noel a little bit.
Is your luck?
Ah, well, if any of the cells haven't ruptured, perhaps we'll be able to, without cutting through any of the doorways, perhaps we can just get them to open. That would be great.
Yes, maybe jumpstart whatever leftover auxiliary power, perhaps?
Indeed, yes. Well, let's go ahead and get a sweet. Either perception. I think perception probably will work best for us here for some pathfinding.
I got a yellow and a green.
I got one green.
Dang.
Not very perceptive.
Pretty sure I'm triple greened up, dude.
Yeah, dude, take a yellow.
And because you guys aren't in any real rush, I'll say go ahead and take one purple, one setback.
The dog outside.
Nice.
Oh. Like to heal 2 strain.
Nice, please, of course. 2 successes, 2 advantages. Very good. So, with 2 successes, I'll say you guys actually make some decent time. Now, you do, of course, come across some security bulkheads that seem to have closed, probably in the crash. Power cells have been like wires hanging out. It looks like some rodents of some kind have naturally gotten in here and chewed a bunch of wires. So Noel even trying to just rudimentary see if you can connect to some of these. The ones that are in poorer shape won't let you route any extra power actually to the mechanisms. But you guys are able to route around a lot of the really engineering pathways here that are not closed by doors. They seem to be, fortunately, open air, are still in pretty good shape. Now, you do have to do quite a bit of climbing. So, at some points, you will have to leave the cart sort of in like a centralized area. So Dr. Starbloom will say, well, we're certainly not going to be elevating this hover cart up any of these stairs. I think the beam drill must come with us. Anything else anybody would care to take?
What equipment exactly do we have?
Oh, shovels, picks, torch flashlights. Backpack, I've got some rope. my rudimentary
The rope
scanner.
for sure.
The rope, okay, very good. We've got 50 foot of hempen rope. Any good adventurer must have it. You must know this.
Very true.
It still has like the general store like tag on it, like from wherever you bought it from. It still has like whenever you buy a hose from Walmart, has the tape
Freight.
around it. Yeah, Harbor Freight. Yeah, sponsor.
Please.
Well, I think this should be fine. This bad boy right here, it'll cut us through anything we need to. And the strap allows it to be portable. He'll hang it over his shoulder, and he'll climb up the stair, Metal Gear Solid 3 style. And you guys climb up and up and up, sort of flashlight in his teeth. So you guys are pretty much in total darkness at some points in this little maintenance corridor, this little vertical one. However, you guys do make one little stop at a earlier level, and they do have like a little directory on one of the plates, like a physical directional plate. However, whenever you look at it, it is in a language that you, or probably none of you, have ever seen before, you don't think. It doesn't look like the Greed language.
And it's not Proto-Besh?
It is not Proto-Besh, no. So, of course, somebody would like to make another lore education check.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. And the doctor will be able to assist on this one. He has 2 yellows.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
What's difficulty?
Let's call it a hard check. 3 purples.
Mr. GM, could I perhaps be bequeathed a boost die for studying the ancient Jedi texts? Ancient languages, writing, scripts, things of that nature.
I would say yes. I like it.
Hell yeah. Ooh, threat.
1 threat.
Should have upgraded.
Well, that's okay. So, with that 1 threat, it is, you notice, I can give you this. It is certainly runic. It shares a couple of things as far as like text styles go that you think you've seen before, Ship, but you can't quite place it.
Very good. Well, I am, of course, going to take pictures on my data pad, as I have been doing this entire time.
Now, I will say this, Samson, do you take a look at the plate at any point?
Yes.
Samson, you say, well, this is weird. Wait a minute, man. As one of the arrows points, like an up-pointing arrow on it, seems like just a single word, you notice 3 of the symbols. You notice the D, the R, and the I of the language.
This is a Z. This is an R. This is an I. The I. A.
And the arrows, like it's just a like hieroglyph type shit.
Yeah, the arrows
Read
are,
this.
that one's pretty simple.
Okay.
Well, the arrow, so there's a couple of words in there. So one arrow points up. You have an arrow pointing right from the hallway you seem to be in, an arrow pointing left. So it seems like a signpost.
Oh, a directional apart from
Yeah,
the arrow.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I thought it was like left means D, up means up.
No, no,
Okay.
no.
This seems to be a mall map. Not mall map. I wouldn't say that. Is a map. The map is the map. Is the map. Is the map.
Ah, yes. Doros the Explorer. I
Oh,
remember that
yes,
TV show as a
yes.
child.
Famed, yes.
Yes,
Truly
yes.
renowned.
A fine archaeologist, Doros. Yes. I worked with her once. She said the show was overblown, but if you say that you have those letters, if it is a 1-to-1, then this arrow pointing up should be to the bridge. Because the second letter here is R, followed by the I and the D. Unless you can think of another word that has rid in the middle of it.
Sam's just gonna scrunch his face and then shake his head.
Terrific. Well, I say we continue climbing upwards.
Upwards we go.
So, you guys climb up. This is just one level up now. So you guys climb up, and lo and behold, from this little maintenance corridor, there is a turbo lift, a little turbo lift bay. It looks like only 2 turbo lifts. So you guys sort of come out on the side of it. There's a short little baby hallway, and there is a blast door that is closed. And there's only one way. There's nothing else on this level. So you would assume the bridge is behind this here blast door.
Perhaps we can try the auxiliary power now?
Yes, I mean, I can see if the circuits are still connected at all. We have that, the mining laser, if not, but worth a try.
Yes, feel free. Go ahead and give me your computer's check, Noel.
Difficulty.
This one I will say is actually will be an easy check with a setback, just for the age.
Two.
1 success, 2 advantages. Would you like anything for your advantages?
Let's, I guess we could just pass a boost.
Terrific. We could hold the boost for our next check, but with our 1 success, Noel, you start interfacing with the panel. It's dusty. It seems that it is in extreme low power mode. It doesn't look like the reactor went critical. So naturally these things can run unimpeded for a very long time. Especially on this low amount of power. But you're able to give it a little boost. Some of the circuits fry out whenever they catch this level of electricity into it. But the big, heavy blast doors grind open, like groaning with age, against them being set there for so long. Followed by your normal sliding door, which also responds to your command. Opens up, and immediately the smell of death and decay floods out of the bridge. Also, you'll notice no light in here either. Shining the flashlight across the doctor where the viewports of the bridge would be, the blast shields for the viewports are also closed. Oh, well, this does smell like a tomb. I can assure you of that.
Been to many tombs, Doctor?
Oh, more than you can count. Usually the best finds are in the tombs.
I look at Noel.
Checks out.
Another question. Are any of you, any of your orders believe that whenever the items you're buried with you carry with you to the afterlife?
Not for the Isopta, at least.
The Jedi also do not have this belief.
There are some, but it is not physical.
Well, I did happen to bring some Vicks Vapor Rub with me. If you'd like to put some underneath your nose. And he will dip some out and dab it
Yes.
under his nose. Oh, yeah, of course.
Can't go wrong with the Vicks.
We've already canonized Spuckies, so I'll say that this is some Spuckies Vapor Rub naturally. Well, let's have a look. As you guys begin to filter in, fighting against the smell of death in here, it looks it doesn't take long to come across the first remains. Now, any amount of time you will decompose naturally. There are some really sweet stains from the decay of air and organic matter all over the floor. Not a lack of skeletons, although now most of them are not exactly in nice orderly piles. It seems that more than a few of them were not secure whenever this crash happened, so there are sort of disorganized piles of them towards the front where like the viewports would be. But there's a captain's chair, a little, and it has like the pit style, so it has like the one little walkway down the middle and around the viewports, and it has the little captain's chair, and you see assume what would be like perhaps a comms or a weapons pit on both sides of the walkway.
Well, I suppose the navigational data should be top priority. See where the ship comes from, where it was headed, why it ended up here.
As if there are any crew logs as well.
Yes, of course. I just want to take one quick look at the what remnants of bones. Just 1 second.
The ship will actually walk over with Null to the bones.
Yeah, so you guys walk over there. It's some bones, man. Some of them have like gnaw marks on them. You think that was You think that was probably posthumous. But they are humanoid. See, from what you can tell, 2 arms, 2 legs, spines, skulls. No horns, no leku spots or anything like that. Seems distinctly human.
Are there
As
any...
we're... Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
Are there any like insignias on this bridge?
That is, well, that's a great question. I will need a check for that. So yes, Noel, go ahead and give me a sweet perception check here. I'll make it an average check for you.
Yeah, I'll flip one. Why not? No.
One failure, 1 triumph. Well, you know, we love those. Let's see if I can post this for you guys here. Move that right there. Move this right here. Beautiful. So one failure, you do find an insignia, but you are unsure what it could be. But pretty much blazoned right in front of like the captain's chair, like at the head of the walkway in the middle of the pits. You will see this in black. Which, for our viewers at home who cannot see this, it is a sort of it's a circle with a bit of a horizoning circle in the middle of it, with 4 or really 12 spikes, nice and at northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest of the circle, in little ridges.
Look familiar.
Samson, I will say that it actually does not look familiar to you.
I'm assuming that Shib probably recognized the Sith insignia.
You
Correct.
might. You might.
Could they be wearing that shit on their capes?
Not necessarily. But more importantly, Shib, this is Great Hyperspace War Sith. This is 5,000 years ago Sith.
Mm.
So less relevant to the Galactic Empire and Sidious and all that. A lot more relevance to the Golden Age.
Okay. So I would know that? Or no?
If you would like to. I can't find a good reason to say no.
I mean, Jedi Order, eternal enemy is the Sith. I feel like that's something that they would teach me.
Sure. I like it.
In that case, this is a Sith ship.
Sith.
I,
Unfamiliar.
Dr. Starbloom, I believe your estimate was a little bit short. The Great Galactic Hyperspace Wars were nearly 5,000 years ago. It
Well,
appears that may be the birth of our ship.
Well, 5,000 is older than 3,000, and I said 3,000 would be the youngest it could be, so still right.
As you say.
But, yes, if this is in fact a Sith ship, and it wasn't just a runabout, I suppose it would match up to about the Great Hyperspace Wars.
If a Sith was here 3,000 to 5,000 years ago,
Well, it doesn't look like they did a good job of surviving landing here. Although you never know. Some escape pods could have gotten away, I assume.
there's always one.
But, yes, it seems like the navigator station is here. If somebody would like to try to divert some power to the nav comp and see if we can find some data.
By all means.
Before that, I assume we're still standing by the pile of bones.
Oh yeah.
No, tell me, do you ever think about what happens as these bodies are decomposing?
I mean, what happens? The natural course of, I guess, entropy. I mean, decaying to base matter.
Well, yes, of course. But I just mean, what do you think it would be like to be standing in this bridge as the flesh rots, the mass reduces, and of course the bones will settle and fall, and after hundreds of years or decades perhaps, just randomly, bones clattering in the darkness. Do you ever find yourself thinking of this?
Well, not in so many as specifics, but I believe now I will. I mean, it sounds quite intoxicating, really.
If a tree falls in the wood, as they say.
You all are quite macabre. Has anyone ever told you that?
Apologies, Doctor. Perhaps the navigation logs now.
I've heard it a few times, yes.
Yes, I believe you.
But all right, I'll go up to the navigation and I'll use energy transfer.
Oh, perfect. And you know, I think we already used a check here. So let me check your energy transfer right here. Yeah, no check required. So go ahead and suffer your strain for it, and I'll say you can access it. Easy enough. But yeah, no, you scomp link in, which, you know, you gotta blow some dust out and everything like that. Give it a little power surge. It does not want to cooperate. You gotta kind of kickstart it a couple of times. But the data has corrupted a good bit, just from age. You are able to pull a couple of good little bits out, specifically the last jump location. So from the location that they were jumping from, as best as you can tell, they put in a emergency jump. So randomized, which is why you assume they ended up out here somehow. But their last spot that they jumped to prior to crash landing here was a system in the inner core, which you would know as Koros Major. It's Koros Major. And it has a couple of names. Koros Major, Synagar is another name. Most importantly, the one that they have down as its time accurate name was Empress Teta. So Teta, Teta.
And was it Koros Major, the system, Synagar, the...
Those are all three the same planet. Different names. Most recently, which is what you would have in your databanks, it was Synagar during the Galactic Empire. So most recently it was Synagar before the Galactic Empire. The planet itself is Koros Major. The capital city is Synagar, but usually sometimes those get conflated. And then the ancient name is Empress Teta. And this is all raw navigational data that you're cross-referencing, so you don't have to worry about not knowing the language that they spoke on this ship. Don't say I never did anything for you.
Hell yeah. Uh, so where exactly are we able to pinpoint where exactly this planet is located? Like
It is deep core.
deep core.
Deep core. And the doctor actually, well, Noel, do you share?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Doctor say, fabled Empress Terra, a Sith ship. Well, if that was the last jump, my memory serves me right, that was the last battle of the Great Hyperspace War. A disastrous defeat there above Empress Terra for the Sith Empire of old. Perhaps the ship were crewed or captained by cowards, and they ran.
And it certainly seems like a getaway sort of hyperspace jump. Anywhere but here. Or there, rather.
Well, what does the convocation have to say about evil artifacts? Can I take those?
They should be left where they are found.
Oh,
Evil is sort of a relative term, isn't it?
oh, well, I agree. Well, sure. I don't think I doubt you would be hard pressed to find any sympathizers for the old Sith Empire, especially now, 5,000 years removed, and with the reemergence in the Galactic Empire and everything like that. I unless you were in some inner circles on Coruscant where they like that sort of thing. Capitalists, arms dealers, Kuat drive
We are-
yards, to name a few.
We are here to observe.
Do you think it's haunted?
And beyond observing, Sith artifacts are best left where they lie.
They certainly can't hurt, right? I mean, they're artifacts. There's no one here to use them.
You would be wrong. They
There's
can
no-
be dangerous in and of themselves.
It's like a blaster, Shib. They're only dangerous because of who has them. The artifact won't grow legs and walk away.
Doctor, I believe you are comparing Agamarian soybeans to Aludrup berries.
Perhaps I am. Perhaps I am. And perhaps I'm putting the thruster before the hover cart. We haven't found any artifacts yet, but I'm just saying, if we do. Which, the ship is in pretty fine condition. I bet if we were to go to the armory, there may be some old tech still available. Useless, of course, in the modern day. Except as a collector's item, of which I'm quite fond. Collector's items in general, that is.
Jacob, now that we know this is a Sith ship,
Yeah.
do we feel anything? Like any residual dark side?
That's a great
Energy.
question, man. Does anybody have sense?
No.
No.
I would say no.
Heard it.
Never heard of. I would say no.
I wonder if suppress acts as a backward sense. Now I can't feel anything, so there was some.
I imbue Samson with the power to sense.
No. I will say, that you, of course, you don't not feel anything. Like, there's not a suppression field or anything like that going on. But, things been here a long time, man. The natural energies of Atone, seem to have enveloped it.
Very good. Well, I suppose we could look for an armory.
That
That's
would be
perhaps
quite
captain's log.
Now that we know where the ship is from, what time it's from, and who it was run by, anything new about the language we may be able to decipher?
Probably not.
Okay.
And Shib, you know that that's for good reason, because you're well studied. Language was outlawed for thousands of years.
I see.
It was illegal to practice it, and Noel, you specifically, depending on how recent your programs are, illegal for you to possess that knowledge to be able to read it or share its knowledge. You can read it, you know what it says, but you would not be able to produce it, share it in basic.
Hey,
C-3PO style from
I know this guy named Babu Frick. Droid is ready!
I love him.
He's awesome.
But I will say, if you go to the captain's chair, which is still bolted down and seems to have survived the crash, you can certainly rip the captain's log from it. It just won't be readable at this time.
Cool. Could I also, just from curiosity, is there any way I can pull, like, the data on if there are escape pods left or if they all jettisoned?
Yes. I would say you can do that. Give me one more computers check, if you'd be so kind. And I'll say this one, y'all are running low on points. Give me a red and a purple. Nice, 2 successes. So yes, Noel, you walk over to the comms bay, or you clamber down into the pit, start looking through systems, and I'll say this, you get lucky. You find one that is the tech readout bay, effectively over closer to the weapons systems. Managed to boost a little power into it. Data's in poor shape still. But as best as you can tell, it does look like a full evacuation happened. Or, on the flip side, there are no pods remaining. So it might not have been an evacuation, considering that you have some remains here on the bridge, but there certainly are no escape pods left.
Well, shall we journey to the armory? If we can find it.
Well, I'm all for it.
And on the way, Shib,
Hey.
you seem to know a bit about these Sith. I have not heard the term before. How do you know of them?
Oh. What the interesting question, Noel. The Sith are the... I'm assuming this is happening while we're traveling?
Of course.
Ah, nice. The Sith are the ancient enemies of the Jedi. It is said that the Jedi and the Sith originated from the same planet. Many wars have been fought between them. There was the Dark Jedi, the worshippers of the Bogan, things of this nature. Different names throughout time, but more or less the same philosophies, power and emotion and strength. Whereas the Jedi focus more on harmony and preserving the will and balance of the Force. I'm surprised you've not heard of them. would it be common knowledge that Palpatine was a Sith in this day and age?
I would say yes, considering that Beaumontkin wrote quite a few great books, sort of talking about the rise and fall of the Galactic Empire. Viewers at
That's my
home,
goat.
go read that, by the way. Which is an in-universe book as well. Awesome. And they talk about his origins and what he was. So I would say it might not be common knowledge, but it is public knowledge. You could find
Okay.
that. And as a Jedi, I think that you would know.
Well,
for sure.
Yeah. With, Rey Skywalker being...
Correct.
Yeah.
She's got first-hand knowledge. So that's
I'm surprised you do not have never heard of these Sith. No, Emperor Palpatine was, some say, the greatest of them.
Yes, I mean, most of my databanks were scrapped from Raxus Prime, so a lot of it is, I guess, out of date now.
I see. Yes, there are even Sith cults, probably to this day.
Have
Very
you ever-
dangerous ideology.
Have you ever met one yourself?
I'm gonna say yes. I have run into one cultist. Not a true Sith, but someone who worships and follows the teachings of them. It's a very nasty business.
Did you kill them?
I did not. No.
Do you think they'll let them into this convocation if they asked?
That is an interesting question. They do practice the ways of the Force, but they are notably... I would consider them to be evil.
Oh, sure. But, that's subjective, right? Somebody said that
Yes,
earlier.
It's clearly some
I
bias here.
suppose.
Yeah. Oh, yes, that's only a bit of bias. I would agree in
I will fully admit that there is certainly some bias as, eternal sworn enemies of the Jedi Order.
Right, and as I said earlier, I have my own implicit biases against them, I'm sure they're in no small part caused my expunture from the inner circles of academia.
The Sith?
Of course.
How do you say?
Oh, well,
Did they make the documentary?
at this point, who knows? Apparently they can come back from the dead, shoot lightning out of their hands, falsify archaeological data.
They are the great galactic boogeyman.
I think you've hit it on the head there, Shib. People need something to fear. Man, maybe we'll run into one on the ship. What do
Let
you
us
think?
hope not.
How bad could it be?
The ship will keep walking.
You guys, mother's on them. Young Samson,
Yes.
you've been quiet, my friend. Are you scared?
A little bit.
Oh, fear not. I've been in far scarier places than this. Any vermin that pops out, I brought this beam drill. Oh, it will take quite good care of them, I assure you.
It's
Ah,
not so
yes.
much the vermin, but the like heavy blanket that lays over this place.
I haven't felt it. Now, you talk about disturbing things. I must ask, if we disturb it, will we be cursed? Is that what we think?
If I suppress someone, is it obvious I'm doing it?
I don't know, man. That's a great question.
I'm gonna look him in his eyes and suppress him to see if there's a noticeable change in how he feels.
You suppress him. Like
Nothing happens.
nothing noticeable happens.
No force blanket lifted off his shoulders. Okay, cool. Just had to feel around with the stick and see what this thing
That's
does.
right.
You know?
You gotta probe the depths.
All right. What do you say again? Something about horse. She's not worried about this.
Are we going to be cursed?
Just try not to piss anything off.
Oh, sure. But my point is, do you think the vermin that came through here were cursed because they ate the bodies? Or the plants that grow on top of it? They disturb its fine whole? You think that the plants are cursed?
Yes.
Oh, well, you got me. I don't know what to say to that. Fair enough, I suppose.
Here's my corner.
Call a spade, I suppose. Oh, look! Another signpost. And I will say, yes, easily enough, as you guys climb back down into the main throughways, stumbling about. There is like a mess hall. Obviously, it has like the rows of bolted down cafeteria tables, chairs that have been pretty much all pushed by force to the front or back of the ship from the tilt or the impact. Keep walking, keep looking. Obvious barracks for crew members as well. Bolted down bunk beds or part of the hull itself bunk beds. Now, any mattress or cloth that had been left over is pretty much entirely eaten through, either by moths or rats or filled with holes. And you do, however, notice you see all these signs of vermin, but you have not heard any skittering or squeaking or anything of that nature since you guys have been in here. And eventually, as you pass through, once again, this one, however, this bulkhead door here did not quite close all the way, as it seems an old droid somehow was found itself in the path of the blast door as it was closing, and its chassis has been crunched into a great sort of bisected piece. But the door was not able to close all of the way. It leaves a gap of about 6 inches, which you guys can see through with the light. And in there, lo and behold, seems to be racks, lockers, an armory.
The droid itself, is it kind of like in... Can I glean like what its function was, whether protocol, enforcer?
Due to its built-in blaster, you think that it was probably a war droid.
Well,
Which, good news. I have one of those for you as well.
Oh, baby. Oh, yeah, baby.
oh yeah, OG.
I recognize those guys. Ship does not.
And I'll actually say, Noel, for this, as you go and investigate, you will need a computer's check for this door. The panel looks like it's in a rough shape.
Right, will be the difficulty.
Average check, 1 setback time. You know, spotting all of this power has been great. Do you think that perhaps we could get some emergency lights back on? Is that outside of your capabilities in UL-L?
I could try. There is always the possibility that I would short myself out, but I can
Well, that
still
would be bad.
attempt.
You seem quite heavy. Oh, 1 success,
Only-
2 advantages.
What is it? 100 kilograms or
Kilograms, 2.2 pounds.
yeah, okay. So what? 150 kilograms?
That's quite heavy.
What's heavier, 150 kilograms of droid or 150 kilograms of feathers? That's right,
Hmm.
Thanks, man.
the droid.
Power, no luck. Circuits are too fried, but there is a manual release that seems to still work. That is like hydraulic. So you get in there, you pull one of the wall panels away, and pull this lever in there, and the doors open up all the way.
So I know we're not supposed to take anything with us. These droids' legs, they're not really an artifact per se. Would you say?
I agree. I would not call them an artifact.
My fucking god.
I would say that it is a material that could perhaps be repurposed in the modern day. Now, his hips don't look in great shape, but
It's definitely better than my astromech leg. So,
the patina is quite nice. I think it would match your vibe quite well.
you all enter the armory. I'll just I'll be here.
Ah, a guard. Yes, fine idea. Perhaps we've been tailed by that large bearded fellow.
Yes, I shall definitely keep a lookout and not be busy. And he just stops talking and just starts like with his protocol arm, just like
Well,
taking the leg.
let's have a look, shall we? And whoever, Shib, Samson, give me a perception check.
Ooh. Go ahead, Samson.
Difficulty.
Average check. Give me 2 purples. One failure, 1 advantage. Now, Samson, as you guys are looking around, this bad boy has been cleaned out. It doesn't look, well, that's kind of hard to tell, but with an advantage, it's easy enough to piece together. If this thing did come from a immediately active war zone, there's probably not a whole lot of stuff left over, especially in what would have been a prolonged campaign. You do find some like old power cells that have cells have busted on them that don't have any juice left in them. You find some, replacement parts, things like that. But as far as actual blasters or armor goes, the racks and the lockers where they would be held are empty.
No secret compartments in the lockers, racks.
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
What you do find in this armory, however, as you guys are scouring the place, every now and again, it's a bit haphazard, but every now and again you come across these little swatches in the metal that seems like something superheated glanced upon it.
Like blaster bolts?
Even hotter.
Like lightsaber marks?
Maybe. Samson hasn't seen any of those before, I don't believe.
The sun must shine through here.
Am I able to deduce?
I think Shib, once you take a look at it, I don't think it would be far-fetched for you to say that some sort of lightsaber combat happened in here.
And I will, of course, relay that information. Seems that there were lightsaber battles in here. We should redouble our awareness. These could become dangerous.
Yes. Like, what is the droid doing?
No, give me a mechanics check.
I walk in and I've got the bottom half of the droid strapped to my back.
Well, Noel, if you want to give me a easy mechanics check, real quick.
Oh, please, by all means. Zero success,
four advantages. So I was going to let you get the exact piece you needed off, but perfect 4 advantages works. You have the lower chassis of the droid over your shoulder.
All right. What have you all found?
A meeting with the convocation.
Oh, well, I assumed, of course, we would have one of those anyways. Let's not be so glum about it.
Yes, but specifically that.
Which part?
Point at Null.
Certainly there are no bylaws about repurposing.
Yes, but if he wants to take something, then you want to take something, then she might take something, and then I'll have to take something.
Who?
I will certainly not be taking anything from
Then we're
this.
not supposed to take anything.
Who? Listen. We've found no artifacts yet. Okay?
The ship itself is an artifact. Though.
It's a place, I would
No,
sure.
define artifact.
Yes, no,
Terry?
define artifact.
My dictionary module's a bit corrupted, but artifact is something meaningful from some time ago.
That's right. These droid legs not meaningful in any capacity.
This is scrap.
This exactly. It's scrap.
I beg to differ. You think that a Sith war droid is not a meaningful object?
It is an artifact.
No. An artifact would be like an amulet or a headdress or a sword.
This isn't Arcanus Jones.
Arcanus Jones, overrated. He's a fine archaeologist. He's got a lot of fluff on his name.
Jeth is looking very mad right now.
If only he could speak.
He's so
Tell you what
quiet
he
today.
thought.
Save your strength.
Talk about
Listen.
overblown with the Hollow documentaries. Oh,
Listen, Doctor.
the Temple of the Kyber
made the
Crystal
comparison.
Skull. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
It's fake. It's not even real. He's worse than me.
It's like Storage Wars.
Doctor, you made the comparison of a weapon
Yes,
being an artifact.
of course.
What is a war droid?
This is.
If not a
These
weapon?
are legs of a war droid. It's not the war droid. And if he wanted to take the brain, or what the servo motors, or perhaps the programming, then I would agree. I say no. cannot take it. It would be disturbing the artifact. This is just legs.
And, I mean, in the name of compromise, I will not be leaving the planet anytime soon. What if...
He
should I
makes
choose
a
to
fine
return,
point.
I'll just swap back to these legs.
If you wish to take the legs, we will bring them to the convocation and see what they think of this. If no issues arise, wear the legs.
Also, if we're going to split hairs, which you all are, and not me by any means, this is not of Etone. This landed here in a brutal fashion. It would be better if we could remove the whole ship from the planet. Don't you agree? Samson, you shake your head no, but like you said, it could be cursed. It could be cursing the land it sits on. We should expunge it. And perhaps I should hire a whole crew to excavate the entire thing and move it back to a museum on Empress Terra.
I fucking knew it.
In which they would, in which they would pay me millions of credits for. And you, hundreds of thousands, easily.
How big is the doctor?
He's not a very large individual. He's probably like 5'9". He's a boffin. He's kind of a little bit pudgy. Got a little gut on him.
I'm not that guy.
I'm just saying. I think the convocation would agree.
I think they would not.
In any case, we should see what the convocation has to say.
No, we've probably only seen 20% of the ship. Certainly don't mean to go back now.
Certainly not. But before removing anything, we will need to return.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, very well.
I think next we should go to the hangar base.
As you say, Doctor.
Unless anybody else has any ideas, of course. I'm open to suggestion.
I'm going to put these legs back down, but I want everyone to know that once the convocation clears it, they are mine.
Is there a... I mean... Where would the brig of a ship be?
Ooh,
Probably
yes, it is.
on this same level as well, Samson.
I think we should look for the brig.
Ooh, that is a fine idea. Perhaps some prisoners of war were stuck here.
Different species.
Perhaps, yes. Well, let's go find it. And you guys tally-ho on. Working. Hey, it's a ship. You guys want to be lost? No. But you're also, once again, in no rush. I would say at some point in time, you probably do have to break for a little snack. A little meal of your rations that you guys have with you. But eventually, you will come upon the brig. It is a pretty classical style. It has like a little circle pit where like the guards and like camera watchers would have been, and has a long hallway behind it with what would have once been force field cages down the row, 12 in total, 6 per side. Naturally, the fields are not up.
Bodies?
Well, that's a great
Remains,
question.
rather.
You'll have to walk in there and find out.
Let's.
Samson, I need a discipline check from you, my friend.
I like that. What you got?
Give me a hard check. I'm going to upgrade one of these bad boys. Give me a red, 2 purples. Hey, go ahead and take 3 strain for me, Samson. So, Samson, once again, as you guys walk into like the guard post, getting ready to walk back in, the same flashes of visions that you just had on top of the mound whenever you guys were outside on top of the hill. That same feeling falls over you again. You are whisked back away to an entirely different surrounding. You hear the desert winds and the sand blowing against the outside of a ship just like this one somewhere else. And in this place, a place that you had seen even rather recently, a place that you were not supposed to be in. The brig looks just like this, but instead of this pristine, if not well-worn, interior of the ship, the one you see is covered in candles lit and essence diffusers hanging from the ceiling, smoking and chanting from far away in other corridors, chanting unaware of your presence. And at the end of the hallway, you see overlaid upon this one is not a brig or a prison cell, but a stasis chamber. And an incredibly large purple being in bronze stamped plated armor is frozen in stasis at the end of this hallway. And you involuntarily gasp as you come back to the present. And as you guys walk in and investigate, there are some remains in here. It doesn't seem like every cell was filled, but you do notice that these are a little bit cleaner. But you do see a couple of like horned skulls. You see some that might have been perhaps maybe Twi'lek or anything like that. You think that perhaps prisoners that were not of the Sith Empire were being held in here whenever the ship crash landed and were not released.
Any clothing articles or anything like that in the cells with them?
Not that is intact enough to really decipher from.
Okay.
But Shib, you think that the crash might have killed some of these people, but you think that probably starvation got a majority of them.
Would there be any kind of like, you know how they take all your shit whenever you go to jail? Any kind of like prisoner items storage in the area?
Like holding.
Yes.
A lockup.
Yeah, lockup. Yeah. Yeah, I'll say at the end of the hallway. Yes, behind the little security gate. It does seem to be where the lockup is. Yeah.
Maybe check that out. Perhaps we can deduce who these prisoners were. Why they were on this ship. It is likely they're prisoners of war, as you said.
Yes. So this one, rudimentary actually, physical lock on here. But it seems that the key is already in the door. So all it takes for you guys to do is spin it and swing the barred door open. And inside there's footlockers, hangers, stuff like that. Rifling through them, you do find some old blasters, pistols and rifles. You find some of those sloped helmets that are blue and orange. Pretty protected, if not dust covered. And Shib, you do find folded sort of haphazardly in one, a set of robes not unlike your own.
I will definitely need to talk to Master Zo about this.
Well,
Noel, do you think that there is any way to pull prisoner data?
Well, certainly worth a try. It's, I mean, probably took less of the impact than the bridge, so
well,
let
yeah.
me give it some juice.
Yeah, give me a computer's check, man. Hard check. 3 purples.
I'll flip one for this one.
Nice.
Oh,
Cool.
One failure,
triumph.
1 triumph. Any ideas for your triumph? Anything you would like from the prisoner data?
Mm. No ideas.
Maybe just a name. A single name.
Like through the corruption of the data.
Sure. Why not, man? Why not? And I'll say, as you're looking in, it's in bad shape. You're actually able to get power to it, but the rampant data corruption is you're sifting through everything. It's garbled, incomplete, undecipherable. But one name does stick out. And it is Drav Nova Spike.
Any historical hits or anything like that? I'm assuming probably not.
No, that not a name that you are familiar with in the slightest. Ship.
Good.
Noel, I'll also say that you can parse out with Nova Spike. He has a tag associated with it that has survived, which seems to read dangerous and force sensitive.
Got a second for a quick bio?
Of course. It is 8:15. Great time for a bio, actually.
Buddy.
Fuck, I love this shit. I love history.
Ancient
Star Wars.
discoveries, man. Ancient discoveries.
This is actually like my. This is my. I love this shit. Getting into the lore in game.
Getting into the lore. Yes, man.
Hey. No. Go. Ow.
Joe Burrow got freaking destroyed in a game today.
Injured or just like a big
No,
hit?
he got smoked. Looks like he's okay, but he got absolutely smoked.
Boy. Disaster averted, gentlemen.
Ooh, love to hear that.
What kind of disaster?
That boy finna shit himself. Don about to fly.
I was squeezing, son. I was squeezing.
Oh, instead of sitting there on my phone, I should have updated my notes while we were on bio, but I'll do that now.
Not doing the coach hog bell work, man.
That's right, Mom. That's right. I yell at kids for worse than that. Just kidding. I don't yell at kids. All right. Great. Perfect. So, where do you guys want to head next? Now, Shib, I would agree that these here in this box, these blasters, these are artifacts.
I do not wish to have this discussion again.
Okay. Jeff, what do you think? Well, anything else you guys want to investigate or go look at before returning?
I'd like to consult my picture that I took of the directory.
Okay.
Is there anything on that, since this is a Sith ship, do you think that there's any, like, ritual chambers, meditation chambers, things of that nature?
That is a great question.
And would I be able to deduce where or what those would be on the directory?
Not knowing the language, big issue there.
Any pictures?
No, unfortunately not. But I will say this, just because it was a Sith ship does not necessarily mean that there was a Sith actual in residence aboard said ship.
But there are a lightsaber scarring marks.
Correct.
Scoring. So perhaps the captain's personal chambers.
Well, there certainly are some captain's quarters. You would know that for sure. And I will say, with some deduction, you think that they would probably be a level up closer to the bridge. And I will say, in short order, you will be able to find it. However, I will need a perception check first. Group.
I believe I'm getting a yellow from someone, right?
Yeah, from Noel.
Great. And Dom, this is going to be a red, 2 purples, and a black.
I flip it a coin.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
A lot of triumphs.
We're the-
you know.
we're the-
A lot of triumphs and
failures,
no successes tonight. I'm a fan. Take a strain, naturally.
Oh, my brain.
But for your triumph, Samson, while you guys are looking for the captain's quarters, you do, with your triumph, you don't see anything. Nothing pops out to you. You don't hear any footsteps or anything like that tracking you or anything like that. But you do feel there's 5 of you here. You feel a 6th distinct presence around you guys through the force.
Well, if I can feel him, Samson's going to suppress himself.
Very good. You can go ahead and commit your force die to that. But lo and behold, in a quick, you got to kind of work around through the maintenance chambers again. But the first door, sort of offset from a main throughway, so it's a quick jump to the turbo lifts to the bridge, is a ornate sort of placard door that you would assume is the captain's quarters. This one, once again, no classic for you though. This one, enough juice to get through the door. Door whooshes open. And inside, it is very Spartan. There is like what once was probably a wooden slab platform bed, like bolted into the floor is metal, but on the actual sleeping surface is like a soft wood. And there's a little desk, less of a desk, more of what might really be closer referred to as an altar. And on that altar is a helmet that has been bisected, sort of diagonally. It has two obvious eye parts in the helmet that the blade went right through. It is fully metal, looks more form-fitting. And it certainly has, even though it's in two pieces, sort of just haphazardly placed right there, sort of leaning on itself, it certainly has the visage of like a skull motif. It doesn't have like the teeth or anything like that, but the jawline plating of it gives it that sort of gaunt, skullish cheekbone look.
Question. Would this remind me at all of the Brotherhood of the Ninth Door?
I would say not so much. This metal, this one here, is not actual bone. It is steel. It's just been worked to have that sort of skull motif. Yeah.
I see. Now, this is certainly an artifact.
I agree. Oh, yes, I agree.
But surely, well, in my experience, large ships were rare in Raxus Prime, but captain's quarters were usually... There's got to be something. Possibly a lockbox or something.
And of course, hey, right whenever I need it, I can find the photo.
Terrifying.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, Shib, would, and Samson, all of us really, our charge was to make sure that no artifacts leave the planet. Surely the convocation could benefit from seeing these things in person. So I think we should take perhaps the robes you found, and I'll take those legs that are down in the hallway.
I
Not
think
leaving the
Samson's just going to start hitting people with the grip of his Kirky.
Stop it. Oh, Samson, quit that. He makes a good point. Ow, stop.
We have to talk to the convocation.
Designation NUL-L. Did you accidentally turn the air conditioning on? It's a bit chilly in here.
No. I don't
Strange.
call it. Is it
Ugh.
cold to the rest of you?
Is it?
I would say there is a distinct chill in here, yes.
Do you know what, Starbloom? Go. Why don't you go lay a finger on the skull?
You've had such a change of heart, I can't help but be suspicious.
Well,
And
don't
also,
move
that
it, you know,
would
just
be...
touch it.
I would say that is more of a helmet that looks like a skull.
Sure, a helmet, a skull, the skull helmet.
And it
Just touch
seems
it.
like whoever was wearing it did not have such a great time if it was on their head.
I'd imagine they'd be very angry.
if not worse.
Well, it's a good
Angry
thing
might be
they're
the
dead.
least of their problems.
I keep forgetting that like death is like gonzo. It's dead. It's gone. There's nothing there. It's fucking done. What are you guys talking about? It keeps just bouncing off my forehead. Oh,
Oh, fine. I'll investigate it. Fine. And Dr. Starbloom will walk up to it and pick one of the halves up. Lightweight composite. That's lighter than I thought it would be.
Doctor, perhaps you
Yes.
should not be messing with this.
Like this. You think perhaps I should put the half on? Like so.
yes.
No, please remove this.
Perhaps I should put both halves on.
If you complete it, and then put it.
Sib. Oh, perhaps. Well, obviously it has been bisected, but perhaps we can do a bit of spot welding. With the beam drill?
I cannot allow that to happen.
And then I could put it on. Although it won't quite fit my Bothan nose, I don't think. Samson, I think it would fit your human stature best. Or perhaps Jeff. His head is a bit larger, though.
See what it fits like on your face, Doctor.
Well, it seems hard to put on right now. It's in two halves.
Hold them both up. You have two hands.
Well, like so. I don't think it will... It doesn't really match my vibe. You know?
Are you
I
scared
hate
of the
this
curse,
guy.
Doctor?
No, I'm
I hate
holding
this
it.
guy.
See?
Then why won't you put it on?
I even have my gloves on. I'm just saying, how am I supposed to put it on? It's been cleanly bisected. I could not...
Like Phantom of the Opera.
I'm not quite sure of... yes, Spectre of the Holodeck. Yes. I remember, yes. Yes, a fine show.
I need to start writing all these down so that we can sue Disney whenever they use them.
Yes, a fine show. A bit dramatic, don't you think?
Yes.
That old barreled juttler. With a fine singing voice. Anyways, well. So, we take it, we leave it. What's the call? I'm willing to follow protocol.
You can put it back down and then we will see if you have curse yet.
Okay. There. Right back where it was.
Which, are there signs of more like lightsaber cuts in this room?
And here, no. As you look around, shine the flashlight around a little bit, it certainly doesn't look like there was any combat that happened in here.
No vampire coffins.
No vampire coffins. A distinct lack of vampire coffins. And then as I say that, the wooden part of the bed folds up.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, Shib, if I may put it all together, I believe I'm seeing a bit of a story here. This Drav was presumably the Jedi, or Force sensitive at least, in the brig. He must have escaped, caused a bit of an uproar in the armory, succeeded, and came here purely to destroy this mask. That doesn't quite fully make sense, though.
There's no sign of combat in this room, and it appears that the mask was already bisected when it was put on the altar.
You would think that's correct.
Perhaps this is a trophy of some sort. These Sith are known to infight quite a bit. Perhaps one dominated another and took his mask as a trophy.
Sounds quite plausible.
Why would he leave it here, do you think?
Well, when facing the choice between survival and a war trophy, I feel as though someone would choose survival.
Perhaps the Jedi respected this individual and returned it before he fled the ship.
Maybe it is to contain a power.
Contain a power, yes, but if it was broken, certainly the power would be released.
It is broken, but not destroyed.
I don't know. I would say it's pretty.
No fucking shit, sir. It's a gag. This is physical comedy.
The doctor begins choking
Oh my god.
and
Funny how the
reaching
Heimlich
as if
maneuver-
to remove something from his throat.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
Jawbreaker? Question mark.
I'm unsure of what's happening. We didn't eat recently, did we?
Yeah, Samson's gonna stick his fingers in his throat and try to open his windpipe.
Well, whenever you go over there, says I can't breathe. There's something's choking me.
Does the Heimlich maneuver work? Jeff?
You read my nothing is ejected from a blocked windpipe.
I have one last card to play. I will suppress the doctor.
Now, whenever you say suppress the doctor, you have tried that already. He didn't have anything from him. You could certainly try suppressing something else, however.
I want to suppress whatever other presence was here in this room with us.
That's
If possible.
a better idea. I like that. Give me a discipline check with your force die. And this will be upgrade. 1 red, 2 pearls.
I will, of course, upgrade myself as well as drop my commit so I am no longer suppressed. I like the pool. Let's go.
Samson, do you want to use... To activate your force power, you will have to use the dark side pit.
We do that around here.
Yeah, we let those ride around here. We love that. Very good. Very good. Very good. Smason. Nope. Samson.
Mason. The limes.
Smason the Limes. Nice, man.
Good old Dreamo Velmont name.
Dreamo Velmont. That's a good one, too. So, Samson,
I'm gonna get all active with the hands with it, too. Like I'm casting voodoo magic.
Oh, well, of course, naturally. And you, this other presence that you have felt, you search out through the force for it again, and it is in this room with you. And you look over to the right across the altar from where the doctor was standing, looking at it. And you sort of squint your eyes a little bit. And you feel it originating from that specific area. And you begin casting your incantation. And as it activates and leaves, this black mist figure suddenly snaps into place, restrained by you. And the doctor drops to his knees.
Out of character question, Jacob,
Yes.
and you of course can refrain from answering. Is this Darth Nox?
Like our Darth Nox?
No.
No.
Okay.
I just like that helmet.
It is a cool fucking helmet. At first, I thought it was the one from, was it Balmora in the manor?
Also, different time frame. But, anyways.
Yeah.
Are you quite all right, Doctor?
Oh. Oh, yes, that was like a hand had me gripped by the throat. How strange. Oh my god, what is that?
That is why I told you not to mess with the mask.
Is that a what? I'm sorry. Is this some sort of technology? How did this person get here with us? Samson, kill him.
Wait, we can see the black figure too?
Yes, all of you can see it.
Oh,
Shib will approach.
Samson, he tried to kill me. Kill him. You are well within your rights. Dispel him. Do whatever it is you do.
Kill him.
Kill him.
Don't,
Kill him now.
Well, Dr. Starbloom, I warned you.
Is this some sort of trick? Are you
This
trying to
is
teach me a lesson here? Did you were choking me, and then now you scare me? I say, oh, it's a curse, and now you make this figure appear through your sorcerer's ways?
I mean, I can stop what I am doing and let him finish choking you.
When you say him, what is it?
perhaps
I do
a
not.
gaseous life form from Eternal?
No, you may be correct.
Can I make an education check to see if this is a Force Spectre?
I don't think that would be education.
What would that be?
That'd be more lore, probably.
Very good. Can I make that check?
Sure, man. Give me an average check.
Damn.
Two
I'd like to heal
advantages.
2 strength.
Hey, go ahead, man. Shib, I'll say this. Sith Spectres, a little bit of a contested knowledge area for you. Some people, they can't fathom anything post-death, so they don't really hang around. They don't get ghosts. Other ones are like, they can infect artifacts and things that they really liked through the power of their dark side and alchemy and stuff like that. So it's kind of here or there. But you do know this. It certainly has a presence in the Force that is distinct to you guys and the rest of Eternal.
So Samson's going to be the theater kid here. And he's going to hold his hand out like this is what's holding this thing back. And walk up to it and get a good face-to-face look at it. And just narrate a little bit. This is no organic life force. This is a force. I am surprised you can see it, though.
Why should I not be able to? Well, I couldn't see it at first. Maybe you're inadvertently allowing me to witness it. Everyone else can see this, right? Am I hallucinating?
If you are, it is a shared hallucination.
Even the
So
droid can see it. Strange.
So this is a physical embodiment of the Force? Or ethereal, I guess?
When I look into this specter, this shape, and I think person, place, thing, still images in my head, intensely looking at this thing. Do we get anything back?
Trying to communicate with it. No, you do not. You feel a lot, however, in waves of emotion. You feel anger and hatred and suffering.
This is something that should be left alone.
Well, how do we know it won't attack us whenever we go to leave?
We don't.
Well,
I mean,
Samson, you'll have to. Can you hold this spell indefinitely?
It can be held as long as it wants to be held. I can only decide so much.
Everything is a riddle with you all. Well, I would say... Well, who cares what I would say? I think we should expunge it.
This is
Then how much
easier-
you suggest we do that?
I don't know.
This is easier said than done.
Well, I mean, the mask is here, right? It's back on the altar.
We would need to destroy the whole altar.
Oh, we have the beam drill. That should be easy enough. Slice it right down the middle.
I do not know if it would be that simple.
Well, are we going to leave it here, haunting the hallways of the ship? If that's what it is, anyways.
I don't know if we have another choice.
Very well.
I believe now is a good time to escape and convene with the council.
I agree. Well, the doctor will walk over to the visage. It is incorporeal. Doesn't have a force field around it. It is very cold, however. How strange. Should we take a picture of it?
I'll certainly try to take a picture.
Oh, very good. Yes.
How does it come out?
It doesn't.
Vampire.
Vampire.
Shib, you missed. Try again.
I did not miss.
Well, where is it?
Does not appear to show up on digital media.
Digital
Do we have-
media.
Papyrus. Papyrus. Papel.
Oh,
Perhaps you can sketch it?
I don't usually carry any flimsapast with me.
I'm sure sketching it on a datapad would be fine.
Can Null open MS Paint?
Yeah. Say if you got a data pad, you can get some rudimentary sketching done.
Yeah, do that.
All right, well, that's that. I say we keep our eyes on it as Samson holds up his spell, and perhaps we can return to from whence we came. All in agreement.
Certainly.
Indeed.
Very good. Very good. Samson, are you doing anything in particular with your suppress as you guys turn to leave?
No, but how do we exit the room?
Probably the only way you came in.
I want to exit kind of last to make sure that I can keep this here without just like walking out of the room and Freddy Fazbear.
Of course. So everybody else will filter out. The doctor.
Am I alone in the room now?
Walks backwards. Well, it depends on how alone you want to be. Does everybody want to exit first?
I'd like to wait a minute if I can.
Oh, well, Samson, come along now. You don't want to be lost in the dark. And they call out to you from the hallway.
So I have no like visual. This guy hasn't moved once it broke contact with the doctor. Like line of sight.
Oh well, you don't think that'll move until your stress goes away, or be able to move until your stress goes away.
Trying to scientific method it. Okay, and they're in the hallway, right?
Correct.
Cool. I'm gonna put the mask in my robes.
Oh my god.
Very good. Very good. Go ahead. You can put it. You can go ahead and put Sorcerer's Countenance in your inventory. And then do you leave the room?
Yes.
Great.
Sorcerer's
Countenance. You, of course, don't know that's what it's called in person, or in character. So, Samson, we sure do love game rules being a thing. So as soon as you break the boundary of the room and leave short range of this thing, the power of your spell, your suppress, fades, and there is a ear-splitting screech that ricochets like a cannon from out of the room and down the hall. As Samson, the flashlight of the doctor immediately spins back to the source of the sound, and you are out in the hallway, head turned back to the room, as this black wave of energy rushes towards you while screaming. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh, god damn it.
So I can't have legs, but
This fucking guy.
Do as I say, not as I do. All right, but good news. Did Jeff give me edit? Oh, he did. Perfect. Let's go ahead and take 15 XP for tonight, fellas. Get Jeff's updated form. Beautiful.
Woo.
Perfect. Well, viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you tune in for the next episode, as this dark side ghost seeks out its revenge on the people who have interrupted its resting place aboard this ancient Sith ship crash landed on the wonderful planet of Etone that has been disturbed, #1 rule, by our party and Dr. Starbloom. We love you. See you later.